Eulogies, original operas, and novels from the Ming and Qing dynasties are the finest literary works of each era in China, so the four great classical novels represent the novels of the Ming and Qing periods. Dream of the Red Chamber, Water Margin, Journey to the West, and Romance of the Three Kingdoms have, through popular oral tradition, gradually become widely recognized. Why is it that everyone universally acknowledges these four long novels from the Ming and Qing dynasties as the four great classical novels? Why have the diverse characters in the four great classical novels become legendary through the ages? It is because each person has unique shining qualities. From the four great classical novels, we can read about Guan Yu's loyalty, Sun Wukong's magical powers, Wang Shifeng's fiery spirit, and Ling Chong's helplessness. It is precisely these unique characters that offer us abundant material for learning emotional intelligence. Let's begin with the Romance of the Three Kingdoms and look at the outstanding characters in the Three Kingdoms and the qualities that make them stand out. Everyone is unique with their own nicknames and labels. In Shuihu Zhuan, each character is a strategist indeed, and their ranks are all quite high. What best reflects their strategist nature is their enthusiasm for giving nicknames. Some nicknames are given to others, while some are chosen by oneself. Giving nicknames is actually a skillful task. You can't just pick one at random. You have to base it on the person's character and charm to create a title unique to them. For example, Jiduo Shin Wuyong, Runlong Gongsun Sheng, Sheng Shou Sheng Xiaorang, Ju Wenlong Shijin, and Lang Ziyanqing. In the Three Kingdoms era, people like to tag others, and some of these tags were particularly long. For example, Lu Bu among men, red hair among horses, Marquise Lu Wen, the hero of a chaotic era, and the wise minister of the age, Cao Cao. Just from the nickname or label Ting Ting, we can see this person's characteristics. The role of nicknames and labels is actually to greatly highlight a person's shining traits. Why do they all love giving nicknames? Actually, this a bit of a youthful trend not only shows respect for opponents, but also worships the unique strengths of a famous player. What is your nickname? It can also greatly reflect your shining qualities. Positively evaluate yourself. Your shining qualities light the path forward. Looking back, let's revisit Liu Bei. She has quite a few labels as well. For instance, he is a descendant of the Prince of Zhongshan Jin and the great-grandchild of Emperor Jing of Han. In terms of rank and generation, even His Majesty the Emperor must address him as uncle. In the chapter of the Peach Garden Oath, Guanzhang and the other person relied on Liu Huangshu's title and Liu Bei's personal charm before willingly accepting Liu Bei as their eldest brother. In this way, Liu Bei used self-promotion to navigate all sides and connect with various heroes and notable figures. Liu Bei, whose popularity soared, gradually gained the support of many heroes. Gongsun Zan agreed to lend him troops, and Zhao Yun risked his life to rescue a doe. Later, after seeking refuge with Liu Biao, he also gained the troops of Liu Qi, the eldest son. Liu Bei's rise was partly due to building connections and managing talented individuals. Secondly, it was his perseverance and unyielding spirit, combined with a righteous heart dedicated to supporting the Han dynasty. Despite repeated failures and escapes, he never once broke down. He endured living under others' roofs and kept fighting despite repeated defeats. Eventually, relying on his talent for building connections and managing talent, he gathered outstanding talents such as Wolong, Feng Chu, and the 5 Tiger Generals. This is how the Shu Han Kingdom was established. With a Liu Bei like this, it's hard not to make a comeback. Because of this, we witnessed Liu Bei lose everything 4 times. Each time he lost everything, yet he always managed to bounce back. Even Cao Cao, whose intelligence far surpasses Liu Bei, would say, "Among all the heroes under heaven, only you and Cao stand out." Regarding Liu Bei's life and his success, it is precisely because he discovered his own strengths. He was able to unite all available resources and endure hardships. How can one discover their own strengths? Many people say that brilliance comes from talent, but they can't find their own talent. Think about the things you can easily handle that others struggle with. For example, if you are bad at writing articles, but you are good at playing games, you can clear the game in one day. That's your talent. Even in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, when Zhu Keliang was studying in various places in Nanyang, he discovered his strategic talent early on. He often compared himself to Guanzhong and Lei Yi. One was a famous politician and military strategist during the spring and autumn period. The other was an outstanding military strategist and war god in the late Warring States period, both of whom are renowned in history. At that time, Zhu Keliang was just in his early 20s. Before leaving the thatched cottage, not having encountered the Duke of Arrows, he already dared to wield his brush boldly. Isn't that being too ignorant and reckless? But he left history a valuable secret manuscript. After emerging from seclusion, Zhu Keliang was like a fierce tiger and a soaring dragon. He has a remarkable record, successively drawing lessons from Cao Zhuan, the 6 sorties into Qishan, 7 emotional illusions, 5 northern expeditions. He also governed the country effectively, has exceptional strategic vision. How can one not manage their own affairs? Actually, each of us has our own area of expertise. Zhu Keliang excels at strategic planning, win the decisive victory from 1,000 miles away. When he discovered his own outstanding qualities, he was full of confidence, which shaped his temperament. So he was able to attract Liu Bei, Xu Yuanqi, and other heroic figures involved. So what are we good at? When can we be like him? Letting people with both virtue and talent take the initiative to interact with you. Each of us has our own strengths. Discovering your unique strengths and activating them is the way to gain confidence. Writer Han Han, when in high school, he once failed 7 subjects, but he discovered his own talent. He wrote essays well. After dropping out of school, he indeed became a writer, writing many bestsellers. He also founded a publication and even branched out to become a director. Han Han's story tells us when a person brings their talents to the fullest, they can often create extraordinary results with ease, even become an expert in a certain field. So how can we discover our own shining points? Recall for a moment, what do teachers and your parents usually praise you for? Which achievements have you been proud of? Is it singing well, playing ball well, writing beautifully, or being polite and helpful? Each scene closely records your shining moments. Some students love studying. Some students enjoy helping others. Some students are talented in many areas. Some students are fond of sports. These strengths, things done well, are all highlights. Of course, highlights also include many aspects. From the little things in life, discover your own strengths. If you can't recall, that's okay. We can all find in everyday life. Discover your own shining points. Usually collect more examples. For example, discovered in the kitchen. Soak the egg in vinegar. The eggshell will disappear. Helping the neighbor downstairs with their things. Receiving praise. Having your essay used by the teacher as a model, reading it aloud in front of the whole class, and so on. You can write down all these things. Gradually, you discover your own strengths. Cheer for yourself. Once 3 people, along with many others, took part in a marathon. They worked hard to finish the race, but the gold medal was won by a 4th person, not among the 3. But all 3 of them were very happy. Do you know why? The first person wanted to improve through the competition, to train his endurance. He succeeded. His performance exceeded his own expectations. The second person, he who wanted to improve on his past, also reached his goal. The third person, he has never run a marathon in his life. His goal was to complete the entire course, and he did it. There are no 2 identical leaves in the world. Everyone can only be the best version of themselves, and should not try to be the best at being someone else. Today's gift to you is discovering your own shining qualities. When you frequently evaluate yourself positively, you will definitely activate your talents and make the most of your strengths. When you achieve results in a certain field, naturally, you will attract more like-minded friends to your side. Additionally, you should also actively use your strengths to motivate yourself. Homework? Praise your own strengths. Describe it using words. What feature of your appearance do you appreciate the most? Is it your rosy cheeks, a smooth-shaven face, or your big watery eyes? A straight nose bridge, neat teeth, which is your strongest subject? The personality trait you admire most in yourself is gentle, decisive, or brave. The ability you admire most in yourself is singing, drawing, playing ball, reading. The attitude towards work that you most admire in yourself is seriousness, reliable, trustworthy. The attitude towards friends that you admire most about yourself is patient, sincerity. Hold yourself to strict standards and speak. Be kind to others. Be willing to help others. Make it your proudest memory. Is it raising a small pet, or painting, or winning an award in a calligraphy competition? Write these on a card. That's your highlight. Thank you for watching.